Hi everybody, I am back with another video. Let me see if I can, I don't know. Anyway, I'm back with another video. It's about Nene leaks and French Montana. And I'm reading from this article, which I heard the Medina woman come out screeching like a Cardi B about Nene allowing French Montana to touch her in inappropriate areas. My thing is this: why is it when men put their hands on women, it is the woman let him do that? Why is always the woman fault when men do things that they do? And from the pictures, I've seen, look like they got nothing inappropriate going on. It's just that I suppose let me see what I think is going on with Wendy Williams and Nene Leakes. Wendy Williams is another Candy birth. Candy created fake beef with Nene so she can get where she is in Real Housewives of Atlanta and help Andy push her out. Wendy used, everybody saying Nene used Wendy. But I remember Wendy coming on her show and say, I had my people call Nene and say, girl, let's do this or whatever. Let's end this, whatever. Did Wendy intentionally befriended Nene because she know at that particular time all of the whole entire Bravo cast from Bravo production and all the cast was against her, and Wendy like, okay, and this is just a different perspective. Okay, let me get on this feud thing with Nene. Let me rekindle this feud because in the beginning, when Nene and Wendy had that first feud, it wasn't Nene. It was Greg and Kevin that almost got into the fight. And like Wendy said, she never saw Nene. And Nene never saw her. Nene did an interview in wherever, in the, I guess wherever the stadium room, whatever they're in. So this is just a different perspective. Everybody say Nene used Wendy. Wendy is gaslighting Nene because you cannot tell me it raining outside when that sun is shining so bright and hot and everything is dry. Okay? You can't tell me it raining outside when the sun is shining and everything is dry. You just can't tell me that. And that is what Wendy is doing. I got to write down some notes because I'm in the middle of on a whole new project I'm trying to do. Everything is dry. So I write that down because that's a part of something I want to do. That's a thought that come to my head from um I guess from spirit. But anyway, Wendy. Wendy Williams gaslighting Nene. And this girl, Medina, Wendy is using Medina. Because see what Wendy did was continue to attack. See what Wendy did was you did what Candy, Kenya, Eva, Cynthia did. Gaslight Nene, saying, "Oh, Nene doing this to me. Nene talking about me. Nene keeping my name in her mouth." And we haven't heard Nene say a word. Candace, Wendy see how that went. And what did Wendy do? Let me get on this. And now, need to get to the point where Nene gets pissed off and shoots off her mouth. First of all this stuff she was saying, Nene never spoke on it. When they say, okay, let me go after her children, because no matter what you say about Nene, she don't care. Let me go after the children. Her husband is boring. Her children is boring. Her trying to figure out Hollywood is boring. To figure out Hollywood thing, that's old and dead. The money is on YouTube, where Nene coming down off her Hollywood throne and coming down here to YouTube and try to wipe Nene out before Nene gets set up, but Nene already set up. So it is a strategic plan that Wendy planned when she had her probably Medina call Nene and ask Nene to tell, and so she can talk to Nene, and Nene pick up the phone. And what did Wendy do? Exactly what Candy did. Created a beef. Keep saying stuff about Nene. Oh, Nene doing this, Nene doing this, and Nene on radio silence. She's not even talking. You go after the woman's family. She said, what you're not gonna do is go after her family. Oh, I got her to speak. I got Nene. I got Nene. Oh, Medina. Oh, you've been letting French Montana do this to you, a grown, a full married woman. Okay, I see it. I see it. Other people may not see it, but I see it. Somebody hates Nene, and it's coming from the very top. She done pissed off somebody in this industry coming from the very top. When I say the very top, I mean, because Nene was trying to get into Hollywood. The fact that Andy would not back off, Candy would not back off. I'm like, she don't mind. Oh, I better mind. But anyway, like Nene say, she eating good and she'll continue to eat good. Candy would see Wendy putting out there that Nene don't have no money. Wendy the one don't, she got money, but she losing money because her money got to go to that. She got to take care of a stepchild. Wendy taking care of a stepchild that her husband had her when she was pregnant, and her fans harassed her into leaving this man that she already knew was cheating on her. She already knew had a baby. She knew all that, but she allowed that. So now she decides she's gonna befriend Nene. It's just the gaslighting is real. If y'all want to learn how to deal with regular family stuff going on around you and understand what is happening, watch what is happening to Nene. Because Nene is being gaslighted to death. When they gaslighted her, say all of these things, keep triggering her. When she finally said something about you coming at her family, this woman comes out with a full gaslight. Tell her these lies. What lies did Nene tell? She called Nene. She talk about winning legs and feet. She called her family boring. At least she didn't say it. At least she did. At least she didn't do it. I mean, this stuff is getting bad. It's getting bad. It's showing you how grown people. Nene is, and the thing about people talk about Nene, talking about what I don't accept Nene as an icon. Nene never said she was an icon. And this said she was an icon, and she accepted it. You call me an icon or something, I'm going to accept that too. You gave me 10 different lying negative things, but you're going to throw one good thing out there? Oh, I'm going to take the good, and I'm going to deal with the negative, nasty lies. But anyway, what did this article has to say about that? Article said, Nene Niece accused of cheating on husband with French Montana. This is not something Greg hasn't heard. Nene shouldn't even respond to it because she never responded to Rodney. Why would she respond to French Montana? My thing is, what is French Montana going to say? And I wonder if she's going to be like Tory Lane, act like Nene did something to him when Nene ain't said a word. So if French Montana putting his hand on another man's wife, then that's something he need to answer for. I mean, Nene, I wouldn't even respond and confirm it. I wouldn't say yeah or nay. Because if you say no, it ain't happened, then now you got to prove it didn't happen. But after a while, you got to address certain things. And people love to ask the question, I wouldn't even need. I wouldn't even because she would never answer the question about Wendy until Wendy attacked her children and her husband. Then she responded to Wendy. Now she's not even going to respond to when the attack dog called Medina. This woman coming out there acting like a old age Cardi B. Girl, is what? How old is this woman? She looks young, but then again, that don't mean nothing. Makeup do wonderful people. Article says we're not sure what's going on between Wendy and Nene. I know exactly what's going on. Wendy strategically had her friend call Nene to make up with Nene so she can do what Candy did, create beef, and then to go for the attack. Woo! You're cheating with French Montana. That's what Wendy did. That's what's going on with Wendy. Wendy done team up with Andy and Candy. Candy couldn't do nothing now. Candy looking all kind of crazy. So Wendy is a bigger fish. So Andy teams up with Wendy to bring Nene down because Andy's mad. This white woman got everybody boycotting me. Who is this black woman think she is? First of all, Andy is from generational wealth. The man's a billionaire. And he's just sitting there, just want to have fun off of black women tearing each other down like Nene say. That is what he do. So now Nene going up against Andy. Andy was like, God, I got to get a bigger person because Candy ain't big enough. So now he got Wendy to do that. So now Nene don't got to say nothing else. We just sit back and watch this thing out, watch Nene go radio silent again, and watch how they do this. Everybody talk about a French Montana. I'm waiting to see somebody say, well, Nene said this and Nene said that. Nobody going to address it, but it will be addressed when you start doing what his name, Justin Diego did with the Kenya thing. Literally put this big old piece of food flying out of Nene's mouth. And then Andy put him on his show. I told you back then. And the Bravo must have paid that boy, allowed that boy to edit. They were even to edit their that footage of Nene spitting stuff out of her mouth. For I guess what they call the people in the back who they really can't catch everything that's going on. That's why I always like sitting on the front row of everything. Anyway, but the public feud, faltering friendship. But what public feud? The public feud has turned ugly. Nene and Winnie didn't have a public feud. Wendy was attacking Nene. Nene never responded. So how is it a public feud? It's a public attack on Wendy's part. It became a full feud when Wendy attacked her children and her husband and her grandchildren. Nene has accused being on drugs. Wendy said she was on drugs. Wendy said she was on drugs. How did Nene accuse her of being on drugs when Wendy said out of her mouth she was on drugs? Right now, if I understand, she's on alcohol now. My thing is, Wendy admits she was on drugs. So if Wendy hanging with Nene and Nene seen her on drugs that she said she was on, okay. Cocaine specifically. Didn't Wendy say she was on cocaine? How you accuse somebody of something that they said they was on? Anyway, and a pair that once seemed so close, they were never close, are now sworn mortal enemies. No, Wendy is a sworn mortal enemy. Nene is like, okay, Wendy just a whole another person. Nene got her friends. She got her friends. She need to cut herself off from leeches and predators like Wendy Williams. I used to feel sorry for Wendy Williams because the stuff that they say about Wendy. So this is who Wendy Williams been. A person that say, well, this is who Wendy Williams always been. This is what she do. That's why everybody had a problem. That is not an excuse to continue being the same evil which you always been. The former Real Housewives of Atlanta has an ally on her side in the form of growing up hip hop Medina. Has an ally on her side, Medina, Molina, and she said a video accusing Nene of having the former Real House. Oh, the former Real House of Atlanta star has an ally. Wendy was never on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Has an ally. An ally is somebody who's on your side. Medina is not on. Okay, so that's who Medina is. Medina is from growing up hip hop. So why she dragging Nene? What she? Oh, okay. Medina trying to get a storyline on love and hip hop by dragging Nene into her BS. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay. What's happened here? Article. What's not Okay. Hmm. Okay, it's still recording, so let me go back to the article. So, so what I'm gonna tell you is this. Oh my God! Just found out to read these articles on Facebook to get on my nerves. All of this popping up stuff. Let's go here and start over. Because the next time I go on Google and type in the same article and just read it straight from Google, his Facebook want to keep getting on my nerves. Okay, you don't got on my nerves, so I'm gone. I'm not gonna read no more articles on Facebook. I'm not gonna read your news article Facebook because you don't got on my nerves. So where I'm gonna go Google. I'm not gonna Google it in. Let me see if it's in my notifications. Did it come down in my notification about Nene? But anyway, I don't gotta read the whole article. The point is, this Medina woman. The point is, what is happening between Nene and Wendy is there was never a friendship. Nene proved over and over again she's a genuine friend to everybody. I don't see how somebody can sit there and prove to be a genuine friend and you see the person as not a friend. I know Cynthia feeling bad about this, but Cynthia getting that check. And Real Housewives of Atlanta is being burnt down to the ground. So, for what I understood, Portia hasn't filmed yet. Portia first film was in Charleston. They said Charleston. I heard there was at Hilton Head, which the Hilton Head is up there in Charleston, whatever. That was Portia first film. So, according to Portia contract, she only gonna get a certain amount of things. So, she only gonna film what she gonna film. But I can't wait to see what the. I'm not watching Bravo because I'm boycotting. I can't wait to see. Can't wait to see what these people that think the show is gonna be a blast with Nene gone. To they start doing their videos, their vlogs, writing their articles about the show and see what they say about it, and then I watch the clippings because I am not watching this show. Because when I watch these clippings, somebody else is getting the views and clicks, not Bravo. Because Bravo gives you copyright strikes if you show anything on this show, particularly Justin Diego. Um, and it's not illegal if they allow him to do it, to edit and their um change their recording of Nene and show some big old giant white thing coming out of her mouth. Which and they say everybody knows she didn't spit on her, but this is just fun. So destroying somebody's image, name, it's like you say, when you start getting up there in that billionaire club, billionaires start getting mad at you because Nene is the only one that wasn't a millionaire when she came on there. Starting with everybody else, everybody were millionaires except Nene. And now Nene brought all the millionaires on, help all them come on, and now the millionaires have turned on her. Okay, now you don't help us get our work, get our stuff, as when they call it, get it out there and we promote it. And now we done made millions and millions more dollars because of you. Now we want you to get the H out. They basically telling Nene, get the H out. We don't want you no more. We don't want you in our millionaire club because you weren't born in this millionaire club. Or you didn't come up in the millionaire club the way we did. Like how Candy came up and Cynthia and all of those just probably born into that because they definitely weren't poor. But Nene got where a lot of them got there from skipping on a pole. That's how a lot of people got there. But anyway, that's what I think about Nene and Wendy's friendship. Basically, from a whole complete different perspective, because I don't take sides. At this point, I'm no longer, because I'm neutral. But at this point, I'm no longer have any positive um feelings toward Wendy. When Wendy, if this stuff Wendy do, I like, okay, it's Wendy, it's what she is. I don't really watch her, I don't really care. But the thing with her husband, and I was watching that and see how that went down. So now Wendy done figure out her path, and now she trying to use Nene to get to Andy. Cause I believe Kitten, or this just came to me. I believe Wendy trying to get her show, her movie on Bravo Network. That's what Wendy trying to do. I think she's trying to do. That's why the only way to do it is to befriend Nene and get to Andy. And now that she done got to, now that her and Andy done come together. But if you look at Andy's face, Andy don't give 2 cents about Wendy. Because when Wendy was saying those things about Nene, sounded scripted. Like she was reading it from a thing. And while she was talking, looking at Andy, looking at Andy's face, looking in his eye. He's sitting up there. And then when she kept going, I guess Wendy didn't give him enough. So Wendy started giving more. Then he had to cut it down. Okay, you're going a little too far. Let's cut this down. And he started cutting Wendy off. Thing about it is, yeah, look at Andy. Andy don't care nothing about black women. He don't care. He don't care nothing about Wendy. But Wendy using Andy to get what she want to be. But you know what? It's not. She might get what she want to be, but she gonna get the same thing Nene get. And guess what? Nene gonna still be eating and making her money with her multiple income. And Nene says she has multiple income. I know she has 2 boutiques. Her boutiques went online. So she still got money coming from her boutiques. She still got money coming from her. She got money coming from her successful ladies group. She got I don't know what else she got, but I can take a. Oh, your phone went dark. If you still from your phone, huh? So let me see what kind of streams of income. People say, well, you like people on Facebook tell me I'm too invested in Nene because did it just their opinion? No, it's not. I am not that slow in the head to believe this vicious onslaught of vitriol for one person. It's not an opinion and just fun. You know what it is. So I I just be saying I'm just giving a different perspective of what I see, and that's all I be saying because I'm like I said, she ain't put nothing in my pocket. She ain't doing that for me. It's just that my thing is I just see it for what it is, and I'm only dealing specifically with the onslaught of vitriol, cruel, and hatred you have for somebody. Gas, basically gaslighting all black women to believe that Nene is exactly these things that they say she's doing, when we know ourselves she ain't doing this thing because she ain't say these things. This been going on for years. This onslaught ain't even going on for years since I first came on Facebook, and I did not understand the hatred and vitriol then, and it never stopped. That was at least during the time when Portia first come on. It's when I noticed the onslaught of hatred they had for Nene. I never understood it. I ain't know nothing about Nene. I'm just when I see something positive about her, and I will say the positive thing, and people will get so vicious, and some guy with the LGBT community will get so offended. I'm like, you getting offended about something I'm saying about Nene? because you call her harsh and all the kind of stuff, and I say something positive to see how people respond, and these people act like I said something against them. I say I ain't saying nothing against you. Talking about well, I'm whatever the person say. I say first of all, I could care less. I don't care nothing about you being LGBTQ back then. I didn't even know what that was. So what does that got to do with me saying something positive about Nene? So during that time, Nene said she don't go on Facebook. So Nene created a Facebook page because she was on Instagram. And that we go on and say positive stuff about Nene. So we just left the other group. The other group somehow got upset and tried to come on Nene fan page on Facebook with the same thing they had on the other group. We say, well, this is the page Nene put on here. If you don't want to hear it, then get off the page. So I really not paying no how because see, I'm not really a fan like that of nobody. So I just sat on there. So then I started doing my own thing. I just didn't understand the vitriol, but I understand why people don't like Nene. I don't understand why they don't like her because I did like a little test thing to see on Instagram to see how she would respond, and her silence said it all, and her fans coming at me said it best. I said, "Oh, okay." I said, first of all, I'm just kidding. I was really kidding. My point was I was just doing something to see why people just don't like this woman. And I see why they don't like her. But to me, it's not about liking nobody. It's about she's a human being. She is we're all connected. We're all we're all our own sovereign gods in our earth vessels. So that's what I see her. So that's what I relate to. I don't relate to this thing everybody got going on. Oh, you know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, that's that's how I view it. You telling me something, somebody is a particular thing when physically I know this person is not saying or doing these things, but you telling me it is, and you are viciously viciously gaslighting to get me to see this. And I'm the kind of person I my mama something my mom always told me. My mama said, you the one nobody can't tell nothing. No, I'm the one that gonna challenge everything. If you tell me I can't do something, for example, I had my first child. He's 34 years old this year. Everybody, everybody in our little neighborhood around that time, that little road, which that little road we lived on. There was several babies born during that time, and I was living in my own house with my baby, and I would, yeah, because it was just me and it was just me and the baby. Because I had my own house, I moved out my dad's house because he got on my nerves. Some dads are too strict, and you just gotta get your own house. So when I had my first oldest child, I moved out into my own house. Now I would go back, you go back and visit mom and dad and whatever. I would get in the car. Let me see the phone went black again to make sure I'm still recording. Yes, I'm still recording. So I would go back. I go there visit your mom and dad and whatever. But because it was winter time, now when when it's just you single mother, you gotta leave the house and do stuff. You want to get out, you just can't stay outside. You got to get out a little bit because it's just me and my little boy. Now, mama say when you have a baby, you don't take them out in the air because they'll get cold, get pneumonia, whatever like that. I could see, even at that time, I was in my early, like 26, 27. I could see that because I see babies get pneumonia and get sick all the time. So that's something that I know. So I say, well, how am I gonna make sure my baby don't get pneumonia? Because I can't just sit up in this house. It's not like family will come visit me because my daddy was crazy. And everybody always call me paranoid because I have always had I've always had a kind of psychic. I've always had a psychic nature to me. I always just knew stuff, and I always see stuff, and I will see stuff way into. To me, it's the present, but it's actually years into the future. Like all of a sudden, I just see my grandma dying, and I would watch at her, and I would just feel her dying. 5 years later, she died. But at that particular time, it was the present for me. I just felt it. And I just watched her and watched her and watched her. I moved to Pennsylvania, got the call, she died. Sounds like my husband. Anyway, let me go ahead and get off this video. Nice talking with y'all. Um, Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.